Hello friends, I'm Kim Passable. Today we are working on the van, and now I felt it very important to do the inside work. It's like that with any transition. It's important to make sure the inside, the mechanicals, those things are functional and working in a safe and not trauma-driven manner. And so we're there. I've been working on the van for weeks and it's really starting to come together. But her presentation doesn't show it. She needs a little work, a makeover as it were. And we're doing that. We're very much involved in the makeover work. I've been browsing through Craigslist and Facebook, and not for any of those reasons that you might imagine. She needs new shoes, You can't be running around in these old things. Those aren't even athletic shoes. Those are just, though that's a nice one. There's one on the other side that's just solid rust. We could do better than that. And since there's no way I can fit 4 of those monsters into my car, we're gonna take her out. Weirton is it says 54 minutes on Google, so about an hour and a half drive at the speed that I go. And we are going to hop on over to Weirton to meet this nice man and see if we can wrangle some nicer footwear for our friend. And that will definitely make the makeover more interesting, I think. Chrome don't get you home was what I was taught, but honey, I mean, we're famous now. We can't be riding around looking like an old dumpster. Well, as you can see, we have our new pretty things in the back. And so we drove through Weirton into Ohio, and it went great. There was no hitches. The bumpy roads in the wind are a little bit different in this than they are in a car, but honestly, I mean, you get pushed around in the wind. Anyways, the van is running great. She's a little bit thirsty for transmission fluid, so we're gonna double check the lines and the pan gasket and stuff like that, because the transmission shifts and works properly. It works really good. But when I got it, it was very low on transmission fluid, and it wasn't shifting properly because it wasn't getting enough fluid. So we definitely have an issue there. I had some leaky lines that I made corrections to. We're gonna have to double check some of that stuff and make sure I've clearly overlooked something, because we need to get that fluid level to, you gotta have fluids or else you'll burn it right up. So we're gonna keep an eye on that. Otherwise, we're doing great. The fuel mileage doesn't seem too bad for an hour drive. Temperature is fantastic. Battery is running solid. We have an oil pressure gauge, and it's clearly at halfway. It don't bounce around. All indications say good. Transmission fluid, important to look for. Made the transaction. I asked the guy if I could record. Made a greeting. We discussed the deal and everything, and then I asked, is it okay if I record for YouTube? He was there with his kid, and so he didn't say that, like, hey, you're queer, and it's not really. I don't know if it's cool. But, I got that from him, I don't know what my friends will think. And I was like, it's fine, honey. It's fine. I'm just buying wheels from you. It's no big deal. I'll send you a picture once they're on the van so you can feel good about yourself. And he was like, well, they're not perfect. I'm like, well, of course they're not perfect. I don't pay for perfect, We're not doing perfect here. Good enough is perfect. The tires, they have signs of dry rot, right? But I don't know how deep that creeps in, right? I think I'm gonna put them on and roll them around town, because they weren't sitting on something that flattened them into rot. They were just sitting, which is actually good because they won't have a flat spot in them, and there's lots of tread on them. I don't know. Since they have almost no miles on them, the dry rot might be less of an effect, or maybe it will creep in when we get into the hot weather. Maybe I've got 4 spares. I don't know. I'd like to decide before I go if I want to swap these out for the tires that are on the van are good, but they have some wear, but they're not dry rot except for like that one, because they're not even a match set. I mean, I'm changing wheels. The tires are, and I've got a good spare on a good wheel. So, I don't know. I guess having too many wheels is a better problem than not having enough. And I'm going to get on the way. I've got myself mounted. I don't know how. I'm worried it's going to pop off the first time I hit a bump, but we're going to try. So we're going to do photo montage from Ohio, Steubenville, Ohio to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Let's give it a try. Well, we made it back to Pittsburgh. Not a hitch, a little bumpy, getting hotter, but then, when we hit a little bit of traffic on the way to Pittsburgh, I decided we weren't moving, I wasn't getting enough air, so turned on the AC a little bit. It works fantastic, so that is money. That is money. Obviously, the bounciness and the recording of the roadway is not going to work. Luckily, I have a very good friend who I'm going to be staying with, incidentally. It's almost like it's meant to be. I'll be staying with her for a few days, and she is pretty pro with cameras, and I think that her and I can devise some type of mounting so that we can do those vlog travel sort of montages. Maybe we'll even get some B-roll from her drone from the air. Wouldn't that be kind of neat? We'll be installing the fanciness and working on some more paint. So I hope that you are, big reveal coming any moment. Oh man, it's getting there. It's really getting there. So stay tuned. I will see you soon. Thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.